What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Fusion World video. Today we're going to be taking a look at an upgraded version of the Starter Goku deck with some new set 2 cards. So this is the Red Goku starter leader, which people call him Starter Goku. Now, let me just say this up front. Obviously, Tournament of Power Goku is pretty busted and probably the best leader in the game right now. But I think Red as a whole is still just really good no matter which leader you play, because Red got some insanely good cards this set. So no matter what Red leader you play, I think it's going to be a solid deck. And of course, if you have all the cards to go ahead and make a Tournament of Power Goku deck, then, you know, by all means, you could probably do that if you wanted to. Maybe even Universe 7 Goku is better than the Starter Goku leader, but this deck is going to be aimed more for people who are either new to the game or just new into set 2 and they don't have a lot of the set 2 cards. So this deck is a little bit more affordable than the straight up like all-in Tournament of Power Goku deck. It's going to have a mix of Tournament of Power set 2 cards, but as well some set 1 cards as well. So basically, this card, all it's going to do once it's awakened, is going to choose up to one of your battle cards. It gets plus 5k power for the battle, and that can be once per turn on your turn and your opponent's turn. So this is a very, very flexible leader ability. Again, it's not going to be as powerful as Tournament of Power Goku, but this leader is still very good, very flexible. It's a very mid-rangey leader. Like, it doesn't do any one thing particularly the best, but it does everything in the sense of that it can be aggro, it could be control, it could be mid-range. So it's sort of a jack of all trades, master of none type of deck. And if you're just getting into Fusion World, I would recommend playing Red, since it is pretty budget friendly and it is the best color in the game as of right now. So let's just go ahead and go through the deck list. So first off, we're starting off with 4 copies of this Whis card. This Whis card is just really good. Once per turn, you can minus 5k one of your opponent's cards. This can get rid of a lot of annoying 1-cost cards. And next up, we have Master Roshi, a really good self-awakening card. And this card, if your opponent is also playing Red, you can actually get rid of their Master Roshi with this Whis card, which is good. And in addition to adding a life to your hand, he can reduce a cost of an extra card by 1. Then we have the 1-drop Tournament of Power Piccolo. This is just draw card. If you don't have this Piccolo, you can just play the basic starter Master Roshi as well. But we want to be playing Piccolo if you have him, because he has the Tournament of Power tag, and a little bit more on that later. Next up, we have 3 copies of Caulifla. I'm still kind of messing around with how many of each copy of each card I have, like in the 2 and 3 cost spot, but I found that 3 is okay. I originally had 4, but I didn't want 4 because I want more cards that have combo power, because we have a lot of cards in this deck that have like 0 combo power, and this one has 5k. So I think 3 is a good number for this card. It's a self-awakener. It has 20k attack, 5k combo power, and it has critical, which is very nice. Now, one other card you could play if you have him, I don't actually, is Hit. Hit is also very good. You could play Hit instead of Caulifla if you want. Hit is also 20k self-awakener card, but he gives minus 5k to an opponent's battle card when attacking. So you can play Hit as well if you own him. I just personally don't own him. Next up, we have 3 copies of this vanilla 2-cost card. And really, it's just going to be used for charging or for combo power. It's rare I actually play this card from hand, but since it has the Tournament of Power tag, you can play it from hand with the Kefla if you don't have any other options. So just some combo power, mainly what it is, and another Tournament of Power card. Then we have 3 copies of this Promo Goku. This card was used a lot set 1. It's kind of fallen off set 2. But this card is still really good. When your leader is awakened, it gets plus 5k power permanently. So it's going to be 25k on your turn and your opponent's turn once your leader is awakened. And with this deck, we want to try and awaken our leader as fast as possible. So just a solid all-around good card to have. Next up, we have 2 copies of this SR Goku. I had 3 and 4 originally, but I cut it down to 2 because I didn't want so many zero cost combos in the deck. But this card's really good too. It's a 25k attack, it's a self-awakener, and it can KO 1 battle card with up to 20k power. So this card is kind of just does it all. Good attack power, self-awakens, and gets rid of a card on your opponent's side of the board. Next up, we have 3 copies of this Katopesla. I think that's how you say it. I just call him the policeman guy. But this card is another card that is just insane. Like, the red got so many good cards in this set. Like, when you look at this card, it's kind of like, what were they thinking? So, first off, it has 20k attack. Second, it has 10k combo power. Third, it has a tournament, a power tag. And fourth, it has 3 different ways to activate this ability here. So on play, when attacking and when KO'd, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It gets minus 5k power for the turn. Just absolutely just insane utility card. Can be used so many different ways. As attack, as removal, as combo power. Just an insanely good card. Next up, we have 2 copies of this Kefla. It's just a good card to have. It has a tournament power tag, 20k attack power, 10k combo. And on play, if your leader is awakened, draw 1 card. And this deck does pretty well with drawing cards. We're usually not, running out of steam too often here. So drawing cards is always welcome. And next up, we have 2 copies of this Android 17. 2 copies is all I own. If I had more, I would maybe play 3. 4 might be a bit too much just because, again, I don't like having too much zero combo cards. But if you have 3, I think 3 would be fine. So this card's also really good. 25k attack, 0 combo power, permanent. Your leader with Universe 7 and its special traits gets plus 5 power. And this card is actually a Universe 7 leader card. So you can play this with, you can play this with any red leader actually, because they all have Universe 7 in them. So your leader is going to get plus 5k attack permanently, which means on your turn and your opponent's turn. And then if your leader's awakened, this card can't be KO'd by the skills of your opponent's battle card. So just a really good all-around card to have. And again, it has a tournament power tag. Then we have the SR Gohan. I have 3 copies of this one. If you have 4, you probably could play 4 if you wanted to. But this one is another card that just does it all, right? Like, I don't know what they were thinking with these red cards in the new set. But this card just has so much going for it. So it's 20k attack, 5k combo power. It actually has 4 tags: Saiyan, Earthling, Universe 7, Tournament Power. Yeah, just throw everything in there, right? So permanent, your turn. If your leader's awakened, this card gets plus 5k power. And when attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15k power for the turn. So Self-Awakener, good damage, Tournament Power card. Gets 5k extra when your leader is awakened, and has some removal ability as well. This card is absolutely busted. If you have 4, you could probably play 4, but I only own 3. Then I have 1 copy of the SCR Goku. I think this card is still really good. You definitely don't have to play this card. I kind of play it just because I feel like it can catch people off guard sometimes. But you could also just add in another of these Gohans. You can play the double striker Ribrianne. You could play the 4-cost SR Goku, or Gohan, my bad, from the starter deck. You can also play this promo Gohan. But I still really like this SCR Goku because you can pressure your opponent's life by just pressuring their battle cards. So really, really nice to have, but definitely not required. I only have 1 copy because I only own 1 copy, but I probably wouldn't play more than 2 just because, again, I don't like having too much zero combo power in the deck. Next up, we have the most busted card in this set. We have the 4-cost SR Kefla. Even though we're not playing Tournament of Power Goku Leader, this card is still insanely strong. So for 4 energy, has 20k attack power, 10k combo power, permanent. If your leader's awakened, gets plus 5k power. And then on play, draw a card, then play 1 battle card with a cost of 3 or less and Tournament of Power in its special traits from your hand. So basically, you can play any of the previous Tournament power cards we mentioned. You could play Gohan, you could play 17, the Policeman, Kefla, Caulifla, and you could play the one-drop Piccolo. So yeah, we have a good amount of tournament power cards. We're not like full in tournament of power, which is kind of neat about this deck. It's kind of a blend of a little bit of everything, which I like. It's a very, very mid-rangey deck that you can play it in several different ways, and there's a lot of different lines of play to it. So it is a very fun deck to play, but this card is absolutely broken. With this one, I only have 2 copies of it, but if you have 4, just play 4. This card has 10k combo power, so there's really like no downside to just running 4 of these Keflas if you have them. But me, I only have 2, so I'm running 2. Next up, we have 2 copies of this Beerus. Now, this Beerus is actually really good against tournament of power decks because they like to play a lot of cards that swarm the board that are usually 25k power or less. So this is a good board clearing tool to have. Also good against yellow decks that like to swarm the board, or maybe blue decks that go aggressive. But this card only has 0 combo power, so I'm only running 2 of these. Maybe it could be worth running 3, but I think 2 is fine. And then we have 2 copies of the Double Striker Goku. This card is still really good, even though it's like a starter card. It's still a really good card. You're getting 35k attack with double strike, and then you get the minus 20k removal as well. So still an insanely good finisher card. And then we have 4 copies of Super Combo. I have Ribrianne in here. I don't think it really matters which Super Combo you run. And then for our extra cards, I have 3 copies of Kamehameha. And you might be wondering, why am I running this instead of something like Glimpse of Hidden Arrogance or Saved by a Barrier? And the reason I'm running this card is a couple different reasons. One, this deck is really just a pure mid-range deck. It's all about being flexible. Either playing into, if your opponent is playing like a green deck, a slower deck, you want to be more aggressive. Or if they're trying to be the aggressor to you, you can play more defensively, play a little bit more slower. So this deck is really about being flexible. And this card is one of the most flexible extra cards there is, because you can activate it during battle, meaning you can activate it offensively or defensively, and you can buff one of your cards while also giving minus 5k to your opponent's card. So that is one reason why I like running this card instead of Glimpse of Hidden Arrogance. And now again, this card you can activate during battle as well, but I like this card better, at least for this deck, because it costs 1. And since it costs 1, we can play it for free with our Master Roshi card. Now, you definitely can run Glimpse of Hidden Arrogance. This card is insanely good as well. But I like running this card, Kamehameha, because it just costs 1, and you can get it for free with the Master Roshi. You could also play Saved by a Barrier as well if you would like, but this one is a little bit less flexible since it's only able to be activated on your opponent's turn, but it's still a good card as well. Honestly, all of the red extra cards are pretty good, but this is just what I ended up with. And then we have 3 copies of the Tournament of Power Arena card. Now, this card I think is actually really good in this deck, and the reason for that is because this card can give your leader 5k, right? So during battle, you can switch this card to rest mode, choose your leader, or up to one of your battle cards and give it 5k power for the battle. So this card is really good at protecting your leader, because our leader Awaken ability, it gives 5k power to a battle card. And we can defend our battle cards with our leaders, but we can't use his ability to defend himself. So that's where the Tournament of Power Arena comes in and kind of helps close that gap, and it gives us a little bit extra protection. So I'm mainly using this card to protect my leader, and then I'm using the leader ability to protect my battle cards. But again, this card is flexible, and it goes with the theme of the deck. you can use it offensively or defensively as well, right? If you're going in for a final push to win the game, you can activate this on your turn to get some extra attack power, or you can use it to save one of your battle cards that might be really, really important to stick on the board, such as like the SCR Goku or like the Double Striker Goku, or like your 17, something like that. So this is the deck. This deck is all about being flexible, being a sort of mid-range jack of all trades deck. Now, is this deck better than Tournament of Power Goku? Probably not, if I'm being honest with you, but I think you can beat them if you play like very, very well and you draw well and you hope they draw bad. It's definitely possible, but yeah, playing against Tournament Power Goku kind of feels like an uphill battle at the moment. But I think against any other deck, honestly, I think this deck is still really, really solid. Like red, no, again, like I said earlier, no matter what red leader you're playing, like red got so many good cards this set that it doesn't really matter. If you play any red leader, it's probably going to be a good deck. So that's the deck. Let's go ahead and hop into a game and let me show you how it plays. All right, we got into a game. Let's see what we're going against. And of course, it's Tournament of Power Goku. So this is probably the matchup we want to see, right? This is probably going to be the matchup we want to see the most. So let's see if we can pull this off. Let's see if we can do it. We're going second, and right off the rip, he's got a Basil. I think we're probably going to save our energy marker for the next turn and play the policeman guy. I think this guy's probably going to be putting in work against this deck because we can minus 5k this Basil and whatever else he plays, probably like Roshi, things like that. For now, it's a pretty good hand. I'm going to go ahead and charge this Goku. We don't really care about him until we awaken, so we'll do that. We'll swing into his leader, draw the Double Striker, and we will just go ahead and play our Piccolo, draw a card, and oh, we get the Roshi, which is kind of nice, but we'll just go ahead and pass for now. And now he's got the hit, so he's going to swing into my leader. Man, this hit's putting in work, dude. He's taking a life. He negged my Piccolo, and now he's swinging into my leader, so it is what it is. We'll go ahead and do that. Take a hit. We got 2 Keflas in our hand, though, which is very nice. We do love to see the Keflas, and again, we're just gonna be taking these hits here. We're totally fine with it. And Tournament of Power is kind of nice. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of this Double Striker Goku because things are going to go pretty quickly in this match with 2 red decks. So we probably don't need that Double Striker for a while. We have a lot of different things we can do here, but I think I do want this policeman guy. I think he's going to be putting in some work here. So we'll minus the 5k on the Basil, then we'll swing into his hit, and again another minus 5k there, so 20 versus 15, and he's just gonna take it. Okay, so he's gonna take it. We're gonna attack his leader, draw a card. We get the Gohan. Our hand is coming along. Our hand's looking really good, actually. So he's down to 5. Go ahead and end our turn there. And what do you charge? Charge the Caulifla this turn, right? Yep. Here's another Basil. Gosh, this card is so good, man. Like every card that red deck's got in this set are just so good. And now there's a Whis. He's probably gonna swing into this instead of my leader now, right? He's gonna swing into that. I could combo. That's actually pretty smart that he did that because I was just going to die anyways. I could combo a 10k. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go ahead and combo this vanilla 10k here. All right, now it's back to our turn. We got 2 Tournament of Powers in our hand, so we can go ahead and charge one of those. Now, we got more options here. What I'm going to do first is just swing into his leader, see what we draw. We get another Self-Awakener Roshi. We want to get rid of this this Whis, though. We really want to get rid of that. Suppose I could do a couple things. First, I could swing into his leader, minus 5k the Whis. Then I could do like Roshi, then free Kamehameha plus Tournament of Power. Or I could just do Gohan right now, add a life, and get rid of this Whis. I'm not sure yet. Let's swing into his leader first. We'll take the minus 5 on the Whis, and we won't combo anything. Just gonna go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead. We'll do our Gohan. So we will do Gohan, take a life, get rid of that Whis, and we're not going to combo anything. It's going to combo off of 5k. We're not doing too bad, but it is kind of scary. He's got 11 cards in hand, plus he awakens, so now he can do Kefla shenanigans. So if he has the Kefla, it's going to be kind of nuts. Kefla into 17 or Gohan. Yep, there he goes. So 1 energy, 1 discard. This ability is just nuts. Yep, of course he has it. Of course he has the Kefla. So there's the Kefla. Draw a card, then play another card. Absolutely insane, dude. 17. Dang, he just got everything. He's got everything going for him right now. And the Gohan on top of that. Look at that, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Just off the rip, he's got everything. This is dead. It's not gonna be worth it to protect it, so we'll let that die. And he's gonna attack my policeman guy. That's probably dead as well, honestly. Like, I could protect it, but it's probably not worth it. And then he's gonna swing into my leader. That's fine because we want to awaken anyways. So we'll take that hit. And he's going to swing again. Let's flip over, see what we draw. Get another Tournament of Power. So we'll go to 20k. We can combo off a 10k here. Do I want to combo off a 10k? Yeah, I guess so, right? I could also take this hit if I really want to, but we can combo a Roshi or the Kefla. I think I'm fine with comboing a Roshi. We got 2 of them in our hand anyways. Okay, now here again we can charge a Tournament of Power. What do I want to do here? I could go Kefla, right? We could go Kefla into like Android 17 or the other Kefla. I could also play my Tournament of Power, but I don't know, man. There's so many different things we can do. Honestly, the best play is probably just Kefla into the 17. So we draw a card, play our 17, and we want to get rid of his 17 as well as his Gohan. So I'm going to swing it as Gohan first, and he's going to combo off a 10k. Okay, so we're getting his hand down. We're getting his hand down a little bit. And now I'm going to swing with this Kefla. We have our leader awakened now, so let's do that. Leader ability 30k. And he's going to take that hit, so that is dead. And the 17, we're going to leave him here. We're going to leave him in active mode. Oh gosh, here he goes again. Here he goes again, man. This ability's busted. It's busted. I had to play my Kefla outright from hand, but he gets to play it for 1 energy and 1 discard. And watch it be another Kefla. It's another Kefla. I knew it. Of course he has it. Of course he has it. And another Gohan. Dude, this guy is stacked. And another Gohan. This guy is crazy. This guy's going all in. He's trying to win this turn. He's trying to win this turn. Okay, bring it on. Bring it on. We're going to bring it on then. We're going to go for it. So he's going to minus 15k on this Kefla. I could protect it, but honestly, let's just it's just gone. It's a goner. Let's let it die. I don't want to spend any more resources. And you know what? We're just going to take these hits. We're going to go all the way down to 1. We're just going to let him... We're just going to let him hit us. Yeah, come on. You can keep on hitting me. You can keep on hitting me. Just give me the cards. Give me those cards, baby. Yup, hit me again. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. 1 health. 1 health. 13 cards in hand. Oh, the Beerus. Beerus could be clutch. Beerus could be clutch, but I probably just want to go for the kill next turn if I survive here. So I just need a combo off of 5k. We can combo... I guess I could combo this Whis. It's probably fine. The only thing we can't kill with the Beerus, though, is a 17. And he's going to leave it there. Wow, okay. Now, do I go for it with the Beerus? I don't know. Do I go for the Beerus, or do I just go all in and try to kill him? Well, first, let's charge one of our 0 combo cards. So let's charge off... we could charge off this SR Goku. Maybe if I draw the double striker, right, we can do that. So let's swing into his leader first. We draw the Gohan. And let's see if he takes this hit or if he blocks it. He probably blocks it, though, right? His hand is getting kind of low, though. And he's going to block it with a 5k. Okay, so we have a lot of options here. What I can do is I could attack with 17, but then 5 energy. Honestly, I think the play is we go for the Beerus. I think the Beerus play is the play right now. And what do we want to discard? I think we're discarding either one of our extra cards or our 0 combo SCR. Let's go ahead. We'll play the Beerus. And we're gonna activate skill. I think we're gonna discard Tournament of Power. It's actually a pretty good card in this deck, but I think for this matchup, we're just like it's just too slow for this matchup. So we're gonna discard that. Boom! Get rid of the entire board except the 17, which we can't kill, unfortunately. But that's fine. We're gonna swing. And the nice thing about this Beerus too is he's critical. So we're gonna buff him up. 40k crit. He's gonna have to super combo to get out of this, and he does use super combo. He's down to 3 cards. We're getting him down, dude. We're getting him down there. And this 17 again, we're gonna let him chill. We're gonna chill. We're on 1 health. He could do some crazy shenanigans with like a glimpse of hidden arrogance. I don't know. What did he charge? He charged a double strike Ribrianne. I guess that makes sense. He doesn't need a double striker anymore. So now he's just going to swing into me and try and close it out, right? But if we survive this turn, I'm pretty sure we win. I'm pretty sure we win if we just survive this turn. So let's combo off a 5k. We can combo... Let's get rid of this this Goku. Okay, get rid of that Goku. Our hand is just so big, dude. If we win this, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so happy. Kefla, draw a card. Okay, so he's not gonna play anything big though, unless he still has his leader ability, right? But he's getting low on cards. He'll have to discard a card if he wants to use his ability. And he already played so many of the good cards, right? Like he played so many Gohans. He played all of his Gohans actually, all 4 Gohans. He played 2 Keflas. So he's running out of steam. He's only used 1 super combo though, so he might have. He probably has at least 1 more super combo in his hand. All right, what's he got here? He's got the policeman. Okay. So he's going to try and get rid of my Beerus. Is that what he's going to try and do here? Or is he just going to try and go for the win? I think we can survive. I mean, we got plenty of combo power. And he's going for the Beerus, actually. He's got to combo to even do anything here. So I don't know. I don't know what his plan is. He's going to combo off a hit. And even then, I still got my Goku leader ability, so we could just block that for free. Thank you. Come again. So we will gladly do that. And I think the critical is actually going to be really good here. Because we can crit with Beerus. We can crit with this Caulifla. Oh, he's just ending his turn. He's ending his turn. He's scared. He's scared. He don't know what to do. He don't know what to do anymore. Okay. I think the plan is Kefla into this 2-cost Caulifla for the critical. We could probably get rid of this SCR Goku now. Like, this card is good too, but I think we can get rid of it. So, first off, let's attack with our Beerus. And I'm going to buff him up with this. And should I buff him up again? I should buff him up again, right? Because if he plays one super combo, he can get out of it. So let's buff him up with this Gohan. So now he's at 45. So he would have to use both his cards in hand to get out of it, right? Unless he has... Now, he can't even play any extra cards because he has no energy. So he would have to use both those cards, whatever they are, in his hand. He's going to take that. And here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Kefla shenanigans. It's happening. Draw a card. And we're going to play... Oh, I guess I could play... I could play this Kefla to just draw another card as well. I kind of... And then I could play the critical from hand. I guess we could do that, right? Yeah, we could do that. Why not? Let's just draw another card. And another Whis card. I think I just start swinging, actually. So let's swing with our leader. See what we draw. We draw another Kefla, 3-cost. There's so many different lines I could take here. But again, I'm going to play the critical. So don't add a life to hand. We don't want to lose the game. We're going to go to... Let's see. We're going to go to 40... 45. Yep, we're going to go to 45k. That way he needs super combo plus another card to get out of it. And he quit! He quit! We beat Top Goku! Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Starter Goku better than Tournament of Power Goku confirmed. Oh, that was a good game. That was a good game right there. So, it can be done. This deck can beat Tournament of Power Goku. But again, full transparency. You know, I'm not going to pretend like this is the better deck. Tournament of Power Goku is still definitely better. And I'm only a bronze rank player. I mean, silver rank player, right? Beating another silver rank player. So, maybe he played poorly. But he did have, like... He did play like 4 of those SR Gohans and 2 of those SR Keflas. So he did have a pretty stacked hand. But it is definitely possible to beat Tournament Power Goku with this deck. As you can see there. Did I get lucky? Probably. Yeah, maybe. But a win's a win. So that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out this deck if you are new to Fusion World. Or if you are just starting to build out your collection a little bit more. You don't have all the cards to make a fully fledged Tournament Power Goku deck, or maybe you didn't even unlock Tournament Power Goku at all, and you're just kind of stuck with the starter leaders. Then check this deck out, see what you can do with it, and let me know how it works for you, and let me know what other videos you would like to see from me in the future on Dragon Ball Super Fusion World. Once again, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. See you in the next one. Later.